Have you ever wondered why so many pro-black black men are anti-feminism and homophobic? Unfortunately, it may be because of this black woman, Frances Cress Welsing. She wrote the ISIS papers as an attempt to try to find what the root of white supremacy is, why it exists. And in her understanding, she determined that the cause of supremacy is to prevent the annihilation of the race. Now you may be wondering, what does this have to do with anti-feminism and homophobia? Well, she thought that black men were the main target of white supremacy because black men have the ability to annihilate the race through procreation. From that conclusion, she drew another conclusion that feminism is a supremacist ploy to get black women to economically advance so far that they no longer needed black men, and that the black family unit would be destroyed, and then there would be no procreation of black people. Which, when you think about it, is really sad because it reduces women to their role as an incubator for the next generation. But black women weren't the only marginalized group within the black community that she had a problem with. She also thought that homosexuality was a agenda to prevent the procreation of black people through emasculating the strong black man. In reality, the construction of cis heteropatriarchal gender roles and therefore cis heteropatriarchal sexuality is a product of white supremacy, making her an agent of white supremacy through her anti-feminist rhetoric and her homophobia. If any of this sounds familiar, there's a reason for it. Pan-Africanist black men don't want liberation for all black people. They want to be on top in a hierarchy of black supremacy that centers black men.
Before I get started, I think that you should put some respect on the doctor's name, okay? Her title is Dr. Frances Cress Welsing, okay? You get it straight, okay? I would like you to show her the same respect you would show someone like Bell Hooks or Kimberly Crenshaw or even Oprah and shit, okay? And your unchecked hubris is amazing to watch and shit. You are so uninformed and shit. You cannot see what is directly in front of your face because of how you identify and shit. That forms your being and shit, which is it's negligible. Okay, you don't matter in the big scheme of things. You matter as much as I do, and I'm a misogynist anarchist. Okay, I am a misogynist fucking anarchist because of people like you, people with your fucking mindset. Okay. All right, get that straight. I am not Pan-African and shit. You can show a picture of Dr. Umar Johnson, a known grifter, and shit shows me that you don't do your due diligence and whatnot. You don't understand anything about Pan-Africanism or Dr. Frances Cress Welsing's teachings, or her book. I doubt you read the whole book. I doubt you read the whole of the ISIS papers and shit. And I guess, listening to you, it wasn't written for you. You're a victim of the system and shit, okay? You're offensive. And I want to tell you that I think men should be on top of our ethnic community at this point because it's in the toilet, okay? It's in the toilet because it's been matriarchal since its inception, okay? And you guys have done nothing but cripple it further as generations have passed and shit, spawning and respawning things like you, okay? I understand that you identify with the pronoun community and shit, but when you start using that word cisgendered and shit, that is a slur. That is a racial slur against straight people and shit, okay? You are being a racist, okay? You're being a racist. There's no such thing as black supremacy, you moron. Okay, in order to have any form of supremacy, you would have to have absolute control over another section of people and be able to enforce your will upon them. When have black men been able to force their will upon anyone? Okay, and if we look at history critically while we can, before they burn all the books and bury the evidence and shit, you'll see innumerable pictures of black men, lynched and hanged and mugged and emasculated, sometimes with children present. Okay, with children present and shit. You deny what's in front of your face while pursuing a faux, fake pseudo intellectualism and shit. Okay, there's some word salad for you. You are a pseudo intellectual. You're a moron. You're an idiot. You couldn't look Dr. Francis Krells Wesseling in the face. Okay, in the face. I'm an elder statesman of the community and shit. I've been around a lot longer than you. I was born in 1969 and shit. I watched the community go into the toilet. I despair at what it is today. Okay? And you women are at the tip of the spear for everything that's wrong in our fucking community and shit. You blame these goddamn men, okay? These males that you gave birth to because you made shitty choices. Okay, based on your fucking hormones and shit. You don't have the wherewithal to make use of over 17 forms of birth control, and you continually talk shit, neg, and create a nasty, fucked up, codependent, self-defeating narrative, in our community and shit, okay? There's a cycle. We want to break the chain. Okay, and yes, we should be in charge, because when men were in charge, we had checks and balances. You had nuclear families. You went to college more often, shit. Okay? Through the efforts of your family. Okay? When he had Tulsa, Oklahoma, we had that Black Wall Street and shit. Everybody was prospering and shit. No one was abusing any women. Okay? Everybody's walking around in their Sunday finest, driving automobiles, while a few blocks over, the white people was, they're dragging their knuckles. And we all know what happened there. The government came in and they backed up the minority majority and they destroyed that shit. They dispersed those people and took their assets and shit. You don't talk about that stuff. All you care about is how you feel and how you self-identify. It don't mean shit. Okay, what are you going to contribute to the future and shit? Okay, we already know what the good doctor has done. Okay, and I guess you'll have a video about Dr. Shahrazad Ali too. You'll have one about her too, disparaging her for what she said. You don't listen to the few matriarchs that are left. You don't listen to them. Okay, and that's why you're fucked up, because you're blinded by your hubris. Okay, all right. You ate the apple and it got a worm in it, bitch. Okay, you're nasty. You're disrespectful. If I was there when you were making this video, it wouldn't exist. Okay. Dare I say, some domestic discipline would be employed and shit, and I don't give a fuck what any woman thinks about it and shit. We're tired of listening to y'all running your fucking mouth. You open the goddamn door, you look out the window and see what you did. That's your shit out there, okay? The shit you don't like, the shit you don't want to see, the men you don't want to be involved with, they're products of your box. Okay? They're products of your box. Get it together. Get it together. Go take a bath. Get your head in some books. Learn your history. Learn it while you still can. Because you're ignorant. Okay? You're ignorant. You want to be in that community so bad. If you want to do something responsible and have a hysterectomy, okay? Don't have no fucking kids. And if you do have some kids, you should put them in the foster care system. You'll do them no good. Okay, we don't need more of you. We need productive people in what's left of this shit you call a community. Okay, I call it the slave quarters, okay? Because that's what it is. We don't have any code of ethics, no code of conduct, because everyone's going in 5 different directions. Then if you had a shred of decency, a shred of common sense, when you looked in the mirror at yourself, you would see a black woman. You would see a black person. Okay, you will be a part of an ethnic community. That's why the majority of you dumbass fucks, from the millennials down to Generation Z, you always have to graft yourself on someone else's community and shit. You have to do that whole fusion thing because you don't Know who the fuck you are. You was raised in a shitty system, okay? A codependent system, a narcissistic system and shit. You were indoctrinated and shit. You were taught to hate people that look like you, particularly your men and shit, okay? You had more opportunities. The minority majority, the government, they give you more opportunities and grants and everything because they know you will do nothing to change your environment, and it has been proven over 40 years now. Okay, it's been proven. All right? Your ideology is a failure. You are a failure, and you're disrespectful. Okay, and you should be taken to the woodshed for running your mouth. Okay, what are you gonna do with your fucking life?
The Black Patriarchy. A non-existent group of fictional black male power brokers not discredited, erroneously jailed or outright killed by the minority majority who look the other way as they work tirelessly to shame, oppress, and outright take out the altruistic black female populace of the honorable democratic United States of America. 3K's inset bitches. These evil wealthy members of the black patriarchy are the sole reason for all the ills of the black community, walking, talking, holding down jobs, and doing everything up to and including giving their very lives in service to their baby mamas and baby's motherfucking kids. Their motto that strikes fear into the hearts of black women everywhere: bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks.